The most basic psychology fact I could tell you about fear is that once people are in fear, they're in an unconscious state of mind and they're not in conscious control. They're not in conscious control anymore, which means they have lost their God power. They have lost the light inside. The light inside has went out. It has been transmuted, if you will, into darkness. And the thing about the psychology of fear is that once somebody has you in fear, like if somebody they can control you, like a remote control, they can control you because you have given away your God power. And the thing about fear is that if someone walks up to you with a knife, you might say, oh, now I'm scared because I see someone in the third dimension with a knife and I see a shape. The shape is the knife. That's the shadow. And you're going to say, that shape right there, this thing gives me fear because it could end my life. But a master, a real master, like Buddha or Jesus would just say, I'm not afraid of that. I am that I am. I am that soap bottle. I am that knife. And I am the light, which means I can control that object. And I know my frequency. I know my God power. If you know your God power, it's game over. It's game over. It's simple. Because if you're God, and you are, and that's all that anything is, well, that's really all that anything is. It's all source energy. If you know how to manipulate the light in the right way, it's game over. It's that simple. And the thing about fear is that most people, like I said, if someone walks up to you with a knife, most people are going to be scared. They're going to immediately go into unconscious mode. Fear. Fear is the unconscious mind because you're unconscious of your God power, and God is light. The thing is, you can't be afraid, and even if you are, speak the truth, and even if your voice shakes. You know what I mean? Because that's transmutation right there, is to acknowledge the fear, but not attach to it. It's like detachment. It's observing the wavelength rather than absorbing the wavelength. And yes, there's math behind that. Maybe I'll do it. It's really just the math of the math of transmutation, transmuting one wavelength into another via observation. It's kind of like meditation. It's like when you observe something, you're not really resting on the wave, rather than looking down at the object saying, oh, I don't want that, I'm going to change the channel. I'm going to change my frequency. I'm going to change my channel in the multiverse. Hey, speaking of multiverse, peep that Doctor Strange shirt. So, yeah, that's the psychology of fear. The psychology of fear is people who are afraid of the light